Yeah. Welcome to what? Episode 25? Yeah. We excited today. We're back. RedLip Talk Podcast on a Monday. We are so excited about what we have in store on today.
Yes, we are.
Right?
Yes.
How was your weekend? You know that's our little one too, girl. You know we're going to say that. Let me get comfortable.
It was a weekend. I spent a lot of it at home. My oldest son, Seth, is back home from his summer vacation. So he was back, so I just decided to stay home and spend some time with him.
That one-on-one. The one-on-one.
Yeah, he's starting school Tuesday. This is senior year at Ben Franklin.
Woo!
So I'm super excited.
Yeah.
And we're just really, well, I'm not going to say we're ready to get the school year started because that means it got to come to an end
so
he'll be going off.
So he has to do pictures. He has to do all this
because
stuff.
He didn't get to do it during the summer. So we have to do pictures. We have to do everything. So, we're just gearing up, getting ready.
I'm excited. You know we got the pictures down pat for the seniors. So you gotta get it hooked up. Okay. All right. But everything else, how was business this weekend?
Well, I don't know because I was off. I was off, but my Tuesday through Friday was pretty busy. It wasn't that relaxed, but I mean it was at home. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say it wasn't relaxed because you always got stuff going on, but
and stuff to do.
And stuff to do. That's right. That's
Sona.
right.
All right. All right. Well, my weekend was pretty busy. It started off not busy. On Friday, I went supported In the Trenches.
I heard that they moved to a vendor spot. Congratulations, Marlon Favorite.
yes. So I went to support them. Brock, of course, always have football.
That's right.
So I was there 5 in the morning. John Curtis. And then after that, I said, you know what? I got some fun you might want to do. Let's go to the podcast. You know, the guy who was interested in, you doing training. So we went to the podcast to support T and New Orleans Talk Network. Yeah. He enjoyed it. He enjoyed it. He really did. So we had a nice time there. And this Saturday, it wasn't as busy. I had like one person. But Sunday, yesterday, y'all, I got out the salon at 12 a.m.
Oh.
I was swamped. I had about 5-6 people. But I thank God for it. I ain't complaining about it. But I had a long weekend after that. But other than that, my weekend was good.
That's awesome. Okay? That's awesome. Sound blessed.
Yes, so let's go on these trending topics.
All right. Atlanta mother is suing Popeyes after an altercation with their employees left her partially bald. The customer spoke up about receiving the wrong order and was met with fist in return.
Wow.
So I think we have a little clip on what happened with her, and so they're going to play that.
Oh, wow. I'm shocked on this one.
Let's go into the clip.
All right.
Of a violent and traumatic assault by 3 employees at a fast food restaurant, all after she told them they'd gotten her order wrong.
So her accusations are now in a lawsuit against all 3 of them and against the owners of the Popeyes restaurant franchise, where she says she was attacked. Now, we're working to get a comment from those owners, but so far, no response. Here's John Sherrick.
She says she is still recovering. Denitra Dawson says in September of last year, 3 Popeyes restaurant employees jumped her while she was in her car in the drive-thru on Cleveland Avenue in southwest Atlanta and did this to her and beat and punched her after she tried to get them to correct her order.
Why me? I didn't even think I was going to make it back to my kids.
Atlanta police arrived and arrested the 3 employees, the mother who was the manager and her daughter and niece, and charged them initially with misdemeanors, according to the lawsuit that Dawson's attorneys just filed in Fulton County. The employees were angry with Dawson because Dawson was just sitting in her car at the window trying to correct the food order. Dawson was slowing down the drive-thru line. And the attorneys say the employees are penalized if they don't keep the drive-thru line moving fast. Attorney Mawuli Davis.
They decided they were going to fix that problem by attacking Miss Dawson and getting her to move her, forcing her to move her car.
And Dawson says the only reason they stopped beating her and got out of her car was because she was able to pull her gun on them. Dawson's attorneys say that because the manager, Tanister Evans, has a record of violent crimes, Popeye should have known before they hired her that she could be a threat to customers. Dawson is suing all 3 employees, as well as the Atlanta-based corporation that owns that Popeyes. No response yet from the company, and no confirmation that there could be security camera video of the incident. And we're working to try to reach the employees for comment.
I just pray that this, what happened to me, don't happen to no one else.
The lawsuit is demanding that Dawson receive $10,000 reimbursement for medical bills, as well as additional money as determined by a jury. In Atlanta, John Sherrick, 11 Alive News.
Wow.
That's serious, huh?
Yeah, that's serious. What's your thoughts? I'm gonna tell you mine.
So, I really don't know. I mean, it's unfortunate that she had to experience that at a Popeyes. I mean, ordering from Popeyes is pretty stressful. I know every time I pull up to Popeyes, the line is pretty much in the street. So I can imagine the stress on the customer, the stress on the employees. But, you know, I thought when you have customer service, there's a certain patience or, you know, empathy you're supposed to have with the customer. I don't know what could have taken place in the drive-through that caused all 3 of them to come in outside and have that altercation through a drive-through.
Well, okay, all right. You know we love Popeyes over here. We always get it when we have our shows.
Mm-hmm.
So last week I went and got Popeyes. Right, I went there. They had my order totally wrong. I paid for it, and I had to leave and go back over there to the Popeyes down the street.
Mm-hmm.
But it's all on your delivery sometimes. I'm not saying it's her fault or this and that, but I was livid. But when I went there, I was like, look, this is my food. You know?
Right, don't mess over my food.
So I was like, look, y'all gave me 12 pieces. I said 24. I just came out the line. They gave me nothing complimentary. They had my rice halfway down, and I did a large rice.
I remember. Was that the one?
Yes.
Okay,
I had to
last
go back.
week. Okay, this last week, y'all.
this the thing. Like I feel bad for her that was no cause. I don't care if I don't care if she cussed them out. I don't care how she
She's
talked
a customer.
or whatever. She's a customer, and they shouldn't have done that.
Right.
And the mom, the auntie, the cousin, and the and daughter or whatever. Like you said, it has to be a family-run business.
It's a family-run business
For them to react in that way. Now let's talk about the girl. I'm listening to what they saying. How much they're gonna give her. $10,000 not enough.
That's not gonna fix that
for
hair.
all that damage and all the stuff that she went through.
Yeah,
that's not enough.
They just talk
all.
about medical bills, but she have emotional distress.
Yes,
you know, she's gonna have to work back her confidence. I mean, she's literally missing hair from the front of her scalp to the back of her neck. And
so,
you see where it almost, I mean, literally pulled the hair out of the follicles.
So if is her hair gonna grow
back? That's another thing.
Yeah. So she needs the hair grow Earl. We got a few people, Dr. Kendra, her 1, 2, 3, hair grow Earl.
Get glammed up by Keyshawn.
Yeah, get glammed up by Keyshawn, and I think Mocha even had one.
Okay.
But she's gonna need some real serious help on that hair. I feel sorry for her. You know, prayers out for her because that's bad. That's bad.
That's
and in order for them to get off her, she had to pull her gun out on them.
What?
That's what they just said. In order for them to
back
get
off
her,
so they would have kept beating her.
They would have kept beating her.
I don't even have a gun.
And then she jumped her.
Could you imagine that? Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I won't say it on here, but I'm okay. You heard me?
So,
I know. I like with the crime and stuff coming in New Orleans, you have to. I never wanted to.
Yeah.
But I'm okay.
Absolutely.
And the girl had to actually pull her gun. I wonder if she managed to get to her gun.
Yeah.
I wonder where she had it. You know, out of her trunk.
I don't know. That whole situation is weird.
Yeah,
I'm like, what they
weird.
did? Jump through the window in the car? I don't know.
Yeah, that's so weird. Or did they just come around and just start beating her?
I don't know. But that means everybody had to run out the store.
But I wonder if they already knew each other.
Now, that's a story.
Nah, that's the tea. That's the tea.
That's
there
a story
probably been
right
some
there.
beef that they been had.
Yeah, you never know.
You never know.
You never know.
That's the tea.
But even on the hiring policy, do you think people with violent backgrounds should work in the customer service environment?
Well, you know, I feel like, you know, everybody make mistakes. Everybody needs a second chance.
That's right.
So I don't know if, you know, she got a violent history. I got some family members that have violent histories, you know, and you know, I guess they're at their job, they're trying to work, but we don't know what transpired, but I really feel like It just depends on the situation.
On the situation.
Because a person could go to anger management. A person can grow.
Yeah.
A person can get older and
Right.
know how to control
And
their
change.
emotions.
Right.
So it goes from there. And like
Both
we
ways.
always keep talking about, a person that don't know how to control their emotions is like a fool. You know. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So we don't need that. Sorry.
All right. So moving on to current news. Thoughts
Yes.
on the riverfront brawl in Alabama. So I guess there's a pontoon boat was blocking a dock reserved for city-owned river boats
Okay.
to dock. And a dock worker confronted, I guess, the subjects who were in the spot where they weren't supposed to be. Now, the dock worker happens to be African American, and the people who were, I guess, in altercation with him were Caucasian. And it was like, I think 3 or 4 men like jumped this man on the dock. So we also have
The African American may have a
yeah,
clip.
the African American man. So
I'm
we have a
interested
clip
in
on
it.
that.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll the clip.
Production. Yeah.
Near Montgomery's Riverfront Park, a fight beside the river has led to multiple arrests. Welcome to the news at 10. I'm Brady Talbert. A viewer sent us this video, which shows the fight just feet from the water. A witness claims it started because a pontoon boat was blocking the dock where a riverboat was trying to park. You can see more people jumping in as that fight played out. Well, soon after, Montgomery police arrived at the scene. They say a large group of people were involved in this brawl. Our crew saw people in handcuffs. MPD says several people have been detained and any charges are pending tonight. MPD told us about this attack just in the past hour. We're going to keep you updated on this developing story.
What you think?
That's sticky. I mean, then you got racial. You have, what did he do to make them want to fight him? Like we were saying, everybody is so antsy while we were watching the clip. Everybody is so antsy, and so many people are, like you said, stressed out, and they just want to fight.
Yeah, it's hot.
They want to fight. I mean,
it's
it's
a lot going
112
on.
degrees
Yeah.
outside. People want to fight. Speaking of fights, I'm in a salon yesterday. Like I said, I was in there all day yesterday. They're having supposed to be a dance studio next to us. I don't care if dance studio next to us, and they had a
those
party.
The new
The new people.
The new people.
So-
The new people on the block.
Yes. So they having a kids party. So in the kids party. So I hear something about 9 something. I'm doing somebody hair. We go to the door. 2 adults about to fight in the front of the
At a kid's party.
at a kids party.
That's going on at 9 o'clock at night.
9 o'clock at night.
Wow.
Because it turned into an adult party,
Right.
probably. That's why it's not a kids party. After 5, the kids are tired. So I don't know why people are so anxious. So
Yeah.
I guess we
we're
just gotta pray.
blame it on the summer.
Yeah,
and the finances.
And the finances.
All right, we're gonna pray
get
for
it
y'all, though.
together.
Get it together. We got some upcoming events. Of course, we have the Crown Me Scholarship Gala
Yes.
happening next month, you guys. So you need to be getting your tickets.
Yes,
to
and you go
attend
to
the
Kwame
event.
Foundation. I think she's still taking sponsors and everything. So, a shout out to Danielle. Please go see her. And next we got our what?
We have our Ladies Night Cruise in December 11th through the 16th, you guys. I am still taking deposits. Okay, now it's limited time at this point, all right?
Okay, it's
so
ladies'
that's
night,
right. I
and
can
it
take your
feels
$50
so right.
deposit today to hold your spot, but then you need another $150 by August 10th.
And
all
it's
right?
not just for ladies; it's ladies and men. It could
That's
be couple.
right. Couples.
You can bring a couple.
You don't have to
bring your boo.
exclude your boo. You can
Yeah,
bring your
you can
boo.
bring your boo.
And
Just no kid. Is it kid?
no kids.
No kids. Okay.
No
All right.
kids.
Okay.
I mean, if you can bring, I guess you can bring your kids, but they can't come to the events.
Yeah.
They can't come to the events. Okay, you guys.
Yes.
All right. That's
So,
right.
Okay, next thing we got going on, birthday
Birthday. That's right. You got a birthday.
Okay,
It's your
let's talk
birthday
about
month.
this birthday.
It's your birthday
It's
month.
my birthday month,
It's
y'all.
your
It don't
birthday,
feel like
girl.
it yet, but it's my birthday. My birthday is August the 16th, and of course we're doing a fundraiser for Spice Divas. I mean for RedLip Talk podcast, and it's my 47th birthday, so we doing everything 47. So if you want to get on the backdrop, if you're a business and you want to get on the backdrop, it's $47.
Okay.
If you want to get it our magazine memorabilia, it's $147.
Okay.
So that means you get on the backdrop, and as well as you get a photo shoot. And you get in the memorabilia that everybody's gonna take when they leave.
Yeah,
okay.
little grab bag.
Yes,
you get a spot in the grab
yeah,
bag.
a couple of people are being honored, and the tickets are $50. Again, y'all, it's a fundraiser, and you're gonna have some good food. We're gonna have gumbo. We're gonna have turkey, cut up turkey wings. We're gonna have my favorite foods. That's why, y'all. Turkey wings, gravy is my favorite food. Potato salad, green, and barbecue shrimp.
Got
okay?
you. Your
and
favorite
some
stuff.
other little things.
Your
little party
favorite
food,
stuff.
but that's my
Gotcha.
favorite food.
Gotcha.
So we want y'all to come out. It's going to be a night of elegance. Again, women in red, men in black. So we want y'all to definitely come out to that. If you want to be a business, only 25 businesses. We pushing hard. We want all y'all. We want all y'all logos on this drop box. Okay, all y'all logos.
That's right.
So we want y'all really to come out and be a part of that.
Awesome. And then there's a homeowners event, I believe, hosted by our special guest today.
Yes.
So he's going to come on in the next segment and talk a little bit more about that. Constable Kendall Bussey.
Yeah.
And tell us about his homeowners event. You know, we had Ms. Vanessa Gardner on last week, a realtor here in the city. So this is an excellent follow-up for you homeowners or soon-to-be homeowners or wishing to be homeowners.
Yes.
Excellent follow-up for you guys to be able to attend this event and just get a little more information and, some resources.
Yeah, and that's April 12th, so that's pretty
August
soon.
12th.
August 12th, but that's pretty soon.
Pretty soon.
It's coming up. I think that's next week.
Yes.
That's next week. And we were talking about that yesterday in the salon about home ownership and, a few people don't know about the resources and the things and where to go about because that's an amazing event to network. And he's going to talk more about that. We have the amazing Kendall Bussey. I like that last name. Bussey. It make you want like bus. Yes, I love it. So yes, we want y'all to please stay tuned because we have the amazing Kendall Bussey. The constable for Jefferson Parish District 2.
That's right.
Right. So don't go nowhere. Stay here.
Red
RedLip
Lip
Talk
Talk
Podcast. Mwah.
Red Lip Talk. Red Lip Talk.
Girl, come sit with us and sip some tea.
Red Lip Talk.
Girl, come sit.
It's your girl, Sona's Charm.
And it's your girl, Spice Divas, the marketing diva.
We want y'all to tune into the premiere of the Red Lip Talk podcast.
Every Monday at 1 p.m. Central Time, we're going to have new topics, new guests, new businesses.
Tune in to NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. Red Lip Talk podcast.
Wow.
Listen up. Your customers, our listeners, could be hearing about your business right now. Yeah, right now. Don't miss out on the opportunity to advertise with NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. Call our business department today at 504-475-4793 to hear about our great rates. NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. We provide the people, you provide the business.
Step Construction is here for you with a brand new offer. We now provide affordable storage sheds. Stop wasting your money on overpriced storage units and portable containers. Step Construction can provide you with a custom shed that will fit your budget and storage needs. So contact Step Construction today at 504-340-5809 for your own personal quote. Let us help you take the next step at Step Construction.
It's on. It's super loud today.
welcome back, huh?
Yes.
We have a great man sitting on the side of us, huh? Yes, I feel like I want to be like, cause he got that badge. I like, oh, I gotta be good, you know. You gotta follow the law. Yeah,
right.
well, welcome to Red Lip Talk Podcast. Welcome to our show. Have you been enjoying it so far?
I'm loving it.
You
I'm
love.
so proud that you guys invited me over, and I'm so excited to be on the show.
Let me make
Thank
sure
you.
make sure your mic up. Yep. It's on. All right, we got you. Okay. Yeah, you sound a little low, so I just wanted to make sure it was on. Well, welcome on our we thank you for taking the time,
That's right.
and coming out and just, supporting us and coming on to New Orleans Talk Network and Red Lip Talk Podcast. I was reading your information and the things that you're doing. First of all, you're Jefferson Parish Constable for the 2nd District, right?
Yep, Second Justice Court.
Second Justice Court. Okay. Do some people call you honorable?
Some do.
Yeah.
That's right.
Just start with Kendall, right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
All right.
That's right.
So I read some other things about you. I know you're gonna get into who you are and what you do, but some fun things that I saw you was a running back, right? Oakland Raider.
Oakland, about 60 pounds lighter at that time.
60 pounds lighter at that time.
Absolutely, yeah.
So what? With football, I want to say, did you start early?
Yeah, I've been playing sports ever since I was 6 years old.
6 years old. Wow, that's kind of like Brock, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think most kids who go, they've been doing it since they were young, so it's like body memory. Like your body just can go into action because you've been doing it so long.
Yeah.
And you have a joy for it, You have a joy for it.
Yeah. You had a passion for it early?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
There wasn't just recruiting you because you're big, your size.
No, a little bit of both.
A little bit of both?
But, I just enjoy sports, and sports made me who the man I am today.
Yeah.
Just come with a competitive spirit. Met so many wonderful people. I can't name them all, from Coach Hank Turney to Coach Stanley Schofield, and on and on. So many people were instrumental in my life and the success that I do have.
Yeah.
And I truly commend them for that, and I thank them for making me the man I am today.
Yes. That's awesome.
So you made a little switch from sports to politics.
Yes.
Let's talk a little bit about that. Like, what made you decide, okay, I'm going to put this down? Because most people, especially when they play professionally, decide maybe they're going to coaching or they go into some other subcategory in that field. But you didn't do that.
Well, I did have a little 18-year pit stop. I actually was the vice president of the Ray Bryant Auto Group for 18 years.
Yes.
And Mr. Bryant, he passed 3 years ago. And Mr. Bryant taught me so much about business, and getting in the automobile business was really a blessing. It gave me the ability to still compete. I met a lot of great people, and it's funny how car sales or any kind of business in sales remind you so much of still playing sports, because it is a teamwork and it's competitive.
Yes.
But it's also bringing a group together to get to certain numbers, and I truly enjoyed that.
Yeah.
When I got out of that, God just touched me, and I always knew that God made me to serve, and I just wanted to serve, and I wanted to serve our community. I've always coached in the community, so that kind of, after praying hard about it, talking to my family about it, and that's what made me get into politics, and I really enjoy what I'm doing.
You really enjoy
That's
what
awesome.
you're doing. Speaking of, religion and church, I didn't know you was a shallow. I said, oh, he used to be a church member. Or I don't know if he still is, but I was like, I remember seeing him at church when I walked in,
Oh, Shiloh will always be my home.
That's right.
I love the pastor there, the people there. They embrace me, and that's my family. That's my
your
home as well.
family.
That's
That's
awesome.
right. That's right.
So,
Okay.
Tell us a little bit about more what a constable does. I know we talked a little bit before the show, but tell it to our viewers.
Well, I know they put people out.
Yeah, that's the scary part that people hear. And it's funny, when I was running for the election, a lot of people came up and said, Ken, I'm going to vote for you. And I said, well, thank you so much. And they come and say, what do a constable do? And I had to sit back. So I'm going to try to make this as short as possible, where the constable, actually, we take care of everything that comes out of the courts. So unfortunately, evictions is one. But we do garnishments, citations, justice of the peace court, anything that you're getting sued for $5,000 or less, you go through the justice of the peace courts, and the constable kind of, we feel it as like a bailiff for the court of justice of the peace courts. But anything, land disputes, like I I say, garnishments, citations, writ of ejections. It's a number of things that we do, but anything that comes out of the courts, we kind of serve.
So answer this, like, with the pandemic and everything, did y'all have like a halt on that? Like with the eviction, people were giving grace and stuff like that. When did that start picking up? Because I see it's picking up more of, some people needing assistance and stuff like that, and they're getting evicted and things like that. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, actually, it just started to slow down. I do commend, our country of stepping up because they, it was a tricky situation because you had landlords that didn't get paid. That that was their livelihood. That's how they made money. That's how they fed their family.
True.
But then you also had people that was out of work. They didn't have no place to stay. So I'm really glad that the government put a lot of policies in place to help both. Unfortunately, it took a while for the government to catch up with the landlords instead of the tenants. But it kind of worked itself together.
Yeah.
And maybe these last 8 or 9 months, we're seeing things getting back to a little bit of normalcy. But before that, it was really, really slow, which I understood. I had to be on both because I was listening to the complaints of the landlord and I was also listening to the complaints of the tenant. So, it was a real touchy situation, but I think that, the government made a lot of right moves, especially our leaders in Jefferson Parish, the way they stepped up with certain programs to help a lot of people out. So we were very fortunate to have some top-notch leaders in our community that step up and make this process, go as smooth as possible.
Yes,
awesome.
especially they have a program I know people may not know of. They have a program that's helping people now, the emergency Jefferson Parish emergency rental assistance or something like that they have out, and they've been helping people because people I know that they've been helping out as well. And that's a program people could benefit from. I don't know if you know about it. Orleans Parish, they had funding, but I think their funding is gone almost.
Orleans Parish is always funny over there.
Yes,
it's very funny.
yes. So, but I know Jefferson Parish has really been trying their best to help people.
And this is their second round of with this
Yes,
program. So that's great that they're actually able to help the community people that need it, and be supportive in their community because Orleans Parish, I feel like it's not like that.
Yeah.
Well, it's great you said it about Jefferson Parish because our leaders, our council, our state rep, they really work hard. I do want to commend Councilman Lee and also Mr. Rodney Lyons.
Okay.
And my counterpart, Mark Spears. They continue to do tremendous work in this community. And I can tell you they had things up on their website letting you know where to go, how to do it. And if you needed help, they had assistance there for you. And they made this thing go really, really smooth.
Yeah.
So I really commend our leaders for stepping up and doing the things they needed to do.
And especially telling people about like the funding for like utilities and things like that. Like the system has changed a little bit, but even utilities, if you research, you can get your utilities, help with that. It's hot out here. The the bills are very high. They have increased because of the heat index. But I thank them for that, having all those funding and funds like that. What about your homeowners event? You have an event coming up, right?
Yes, on August 12th.
Yeah, actually, I want to invite everybody to listen to this broadcast. Please come out this Saturday at 6 p.m. Philadelphia Ministries, 3181 Destrehan Avenue in Harvey.
Okay.
We see so many people out renting, and the money they spend on renting, that they could have a home. And we all know that home ownership is wealth.
Yes.
That's how we create wealth. And, we want to just teach you guys how the information you need to start to get a home from start to finish. And we want you to come out not worrying about your credit, things like that, because we have people in place that can help you with that, fix that, and no one won't be turned down. So just because your application might not look perfect now, but in the next 2 to 3 months, we can get it to where it needs to be so you can get a home. So,
awesome.
So you're going to have like lenders there? What type of vendors or what type of people or resources
we're going to have over
there?
40 lenders on spot there. So there are programs for everybody, okay, from start to finish. And that's where we want to talk. We call it closing the gap because that's what we want to do. We want to close the gap.
Yeah.
Teach you how to buy a home, teach you how to get that home wealth. And we're just excited to put it in there. So myself, another former athlete, Tyrone Hughes. This is our event together.
Yeah.
So we're going to be holding it. So it's going to be a lot of people. So we want to tell you guys, if you're going to come, get there early, get your seat.
Yeah.
It's going to be powerful. It's going to be exciting. We're going to have a lot of motivational speakers there.
Yeah.
But most importantly, from start to finish, on everything you need to buy a home, and we're going to be there to see you through the whole.
Oh, that's
the whole
an amazing event.
That's awesome.
Oh my God!
So we didn't hook you guys up 2 weeks in a row for home ownership.
I'm excited. So it must be something in the season.
It must be.
It must be
It must
something.
be.
I mean, just hearing that you're gonna have 40 different lenders there. You're gonna have realtors.
Realtors and lenders. So
Realtors,
we have
lenders.
a whole group there from start to finish.
And then I heard you say about the application process. So you're actually going to be able to come there, fill out the application, and start the process.
Start the process, and the next day, within 24 hours, we're going to be getting with you guys, and like I said, from start to finish, from letting you know what step 1 is, step 2, step 3, so we can get everything cleared up if you need it. Because a lot of times we don't even know. A lot of people think, well, I didn't buy a house because I didn't think I can.
Yeah.
Well, let us look and see where you're at.
And some people afraid because they don't know the how to do it. So they really are afraid. I bought my first home at 24.
That is awesome.
Yeah, at 24, I bought my first home, marriage, stuff like that. I don't have that home anymore. But I'm like, I thank God for, because my family and stuff was telling me, what are you doing trying to buy a home at 24?
Yeah, I think a lot of people need education on renting versus owning, because if you are able to do it, especially when you're younger, because then that gives you more time to pay off the home and use
By
it
the
as
time
an
you're 40,
investment,
it's paid
maybe have equity in the home versus you waiting later for whatever that time you're waiting for, and then you're like, okay, I have so many years, and you're on a job and you're having to stay on this job longer than you want to be. So I think, as a young person, that's a really great audience to reach, who are approaching the home buyer timeline in their life. I don't know what to say, but, and reach out to them and explain to them this is the benefits of home ownership versus renting, So, yeah.
It's wealth, just like he said. It's wealth, building a portfolio. It's wealth. That's
right.
one thing. A car, and then you in both areas. You was in the vice president for Ray Bryant. Now he's helping people purchase homes.
Yes.
Versus, like you said, when a car leaves off a lot, it depreciates.
All the time. I tell everybody it does. But a home in time is value. So,
yeah.
We want to show you those. We're going to have clips. We're going to have all kind of booklets for you guys just to show exactly how important home ownership is. And you really hit a great part. If you can get this at an early age, it is really awesome. Because in time, property, it goes up. So you definitely need that.
Yes.
All
Okay.
right.
We got some good.
So on top of being a former athlete, community leader, vice president at Ray Bryant Auto Group, you also are a athletic coach. So you coach football for Kennedy Heights, and then you are a AAU track coach for your organization called SACS.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Save a child through sports.
Save a child through sports.
Okay.
And you said 19 years?
19 years and counting.
And counting. That's
Counting.
right. We're counting for the
19 years
future.
and counting. I have a 10-year-old, so I got to
That's
continue.
right.
So 19
We're going
years
to
and counting.
interview him in a little bit, but tell us a little bit more about the SACS program
Well,
and
my
how you
good
started
friend,
it.
and I say my brother Chris Lewis, he started this program about 22 years ago. I got involved with him about 19 years ago, and I saw all the wonderful things that he was doing throughout the community and the things he was doing for these kids. And when I give you these numbers, him and I talked about this last week in Iowa at the Junior Olympics. We've had over 350 athletes that went on to run college and get a degree, and that's what's important. We put so many kids through school, and one of our prime athletes is Mr. Leah Hobbs, who was an Olympic medalist in the last Olympics here. And I was
LSU, right?
LSU, and also Kennedy Heights Playground. So another protege of Coach Stanley Schofield, and the great things. And Sean Burris, I'm sorry, I got to mention my brother Sean Burris, and the great things they've done in Avondale, in the Kennedy Heights area. And we just have so many great student athletes. I don't want to just say athletes, student athletes that come from the West Bank. It's crazy. Louisiana produced plenty, but when I see the kids that come through this West Bank that go on to be productive, men in society and women in society. It just makes everybody proud.
Makes everybody proud.
It does makes everyone proud. We often hear a lot about the bad things about the
people,
youth.
The youth are doing.
And discouragement, but there are a lot of good things going on in youth who are aspiring to do great things in their lives, and we as a community need to be there to back them and push them to that next level.
Especially like the West Bank, what you were saying, like West Wego. I know my son started at West Wego. He started, playing for West Wego at the age of 5 or 6. So, you get them young, and sometimes like sports, it creates discipline. Because my son at 5 waking me up and like, let's go.
Absolutely.
So it creates character, and it creates discipline. You have a older child in sports?
Actually, my son Kendall Jr.
Okay.
He got a full scholarship. He was number 2 rated running back in the country. Ended up signing with Texas A&M out of high school. Okay. And I also got a 10-year-old.
Okay.
Kyron Bussey, who just competed and is the 10-year-old. He's the fastest 10-year-old in the country. He just won the gold medal in the Junior Olympics this past Friday and Saturday. So I'm excited for his career. So I might have my first track star instead of football star. I'm okay with it.
But it's in the DNA somewhere. So it's in his DNA.
Good fruit.
You always say, what do you say, Sona? You can tell a tree by the fruit it bears.
Absolutely.
You can tell a tree by the fruit it bears. So you have some good DNA. You got some great things going. I don't know how you do it all. Do you clone yourself? Do you you do it?
It's not much sleeping. It's not much sleeping. But it's when you do what you like, it's not a job, and you don't even know where the time goes. So I've always liked to give back to this community, and also I knew God made my calling to help youth, and I love helping get just young women and men. If I can get them to start the right way, and hopefully I could touch them a little bit in their life to be successful. That's all that matters to me.
Oh, that's a blessing, because you do hear a lot of the youth, Sona. You do hear a lot of young people who are suffering. A big thing is, a lot of them are saying like they have an anxiety, have a depression. They're trying to take their lives and things like that.
Taking other people's lives.
Yeah, taking other people's lives and stuff. So to hear positive things and to hear people that are passionate about doing something for the youth, it is a true blessing. And God would always honor that, because you taking care of His children before they even get to be adults.
Absolutely.
Amen to that. All right.
So we're going to take another little quick short break, and then we're going to bring on Kyron Bussey, the fastest 10-year-old in the nation.
Yeah,
okay.
By his dad.
That's right. And let him come on and drop a few nuggets for us. Or maybe his gold medals for us.
All right, y'all. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. RedLip Talk Podcast. Mwah.
Spice Divas. Sona's Charm. RedLip Talk. RedLip Talk.
Girl, come sit with us and sip some tea.
Bethesda House of Prayer. Bethesda is a church for non-traditional worshipers, a church designed for those who love God's Word. Would you like to attend a church where believers and non-believers can choose to worship together? A church where cultural differences does not get in the way of God's message. We invite you to be our special guest. Our services begin 9 a.m. on Sunday, located at 7601 West Bank Expressway, Suite B, Marrero, Louisiana. For more information, contact us at 504-348-0132.
Hello everyone. This day is declared National Still Body Day. People, it is here. It has arrived.
We have 2,500 bottles of this formula that's designed to give you what you need in terms of health, happiness, and healing. People have testimonies already. People have been serviced already, and now we want you to be a part of this blessed experience. Give us a call at 416-5256. Give us a call at 237-4000, and we have a bottle for you. And trust me, this will be the best investment you ever made for your body. You heard it from the truth, the whole truth, Dr. Truth, Dr. Kendra, Baby Truth. Now be blessed.
Here at Jones Insurance, your full service agency, let us take care of all your insurance needs. We provide homeowners insurance, flood, rental, commercial, auto, and life insurance. Don't let the unexpected tragedy destroy your family's future. Here at Jones Insurance, 7603 West Bank Expressway, Monroe, Louisiana, 772. Contact Lois at 504-348-1492.
Spice Divas, Sona's Charm, Red Lip Talk, Red Lip Talk.
Girl, come sit with us and sip some tea.
Welcome back to Red Lip Talk Podcast. We are excited about the men in the building that we have on today.
That's right.
The champions that we have on today, right? Tell us who you are.
I'm Kyron Bussey.
Kyron Bussey.
Nice to
Okay.
meet you.
Yeah. And tell the people, how old are you?
I'm 10.
You're 10 years old. Okay. And you speak so well.
So well. What grade are you in?
I'm in 5th grade.
And where you go to school?
Estelle Elementary.
All right, Estelle.
All right. You excited about the school year?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Because you moving up, huh? You about to be a big kid.
Yes. He's so handsome.
He is.
And tell us about your sports and what you do with your dad.
So I do track and I train with my dad at the track.
At the track.
All right. And you're competitive.
Yes.
And you got these medals like
show us your medals.
Blinging right now, right? Show us those medals. Show the people out there so they can see how you blinging. Okay, he's blinging.
So tell us what races did you win those medals for?
The 100 and the 200.
The 100 and the 200. That's right. So you're pretty fast, right?
Yes, ma'am.
That's right. I heard you talking about what you're aspiring to the miles, how fast you're aspiring to run. So how fast is that?
I said 60.
Boy, let me tell you, run 60 miles a minute, an hour, have it go. Guess what? You gonna be secure.
It's 60 miles an hour, right? Is it 60 miles an hour? Huh?
That's what he said. If he do that, they're gonna definitely have to check him for all kinds of stuff.
They're gonna say that. They're gonna have machines.
That's awesome. Look, AI. He gonna be the prototype for the AI for track stars.
So you one of the fastest kids, they say, right?
Yes,
These people, they gotta know. These people gotta know who's on this couch. We got a superstar on this couch right now that's making history. So you one of the fastest kids, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I heard you say you were the fastest 10-year-old. What you said earlier? Are you fast?
The fastest 10-year-old in the country.
There you go. In the country. Put some bass on it in the country.
Put some respect on
That's
his
right.
name. That's what I want y'all to do.
Look how you look.
Put some respect on my name.
That's right.
Tell me your name again.
Kyron Bussey.
Ooh, y'all better remember that name. Put some respect on it, right? Yeah, so we happy to have you. You're here today, and we happy to have your dad. How you feel, Dad?
I feel great. You know, he trains very hard, and the last 2 summers, he got out of school at the end of May. He was already running AAU track, but we've been running track from January all the way to August. So he has to sacrifice so much, and it's really tough to balance it with him having fun still being a young kid. So you still have to balance it, and I'm just glad he loves it. He has a passion for it. He trains hard, and to see the success that he had this year just was nothing but God. You know what I mean? Nothing but God. So we treat him, we train him to be God-fearing. He understands the importance of that. He understands the importance of family, but more importantly, just teaching him the true definition of work ethic and what that's going to take throughout his career. If it's football, track, or if it's just in the work field, he got to understand discipline and work ethic. And if he can truly understand those 2 things, then he'll be successful. And that's kind of what I want to give out on this podcast as well. You can do anything you want in this life if you put your mind to it. Keep God first. God first. Put your mind to it. Have that work ethic, have that determination, and be disciplined, and it's nothing you can't achieve.
There's nothing you can't. That's the takeaway. He gave a takeaway already. You know what I mean?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I see that look she gave me like, I didn't mean to do that.
No, I'm saying that's the takeaway.
It's all good.
Discipline.
Sometimes we usually have more stuff to add to that.
Yeah,
that's right.
Takeaway. Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
So what are your future goals, Kyron?
Make it to the Olympics.
Make it to the Olympics. So you want to be a track Olympian?
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm gonna get to say that I met you when you in the Olympics, because I see you in the Olympics. You gonna be there, right? Okay. So I'm gonna get to say, well, how old would I be? You heard me? So I'm gonna get to say I met you. I know you. Oh, that's gonna be amazing. That's gonna be amazing. And you know what I like about it? You could tell that he's, they say train up a child. He's saying yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Most kids his age, they don't know about that. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. No, sir. They don't.
My era, that's how we came. And if you didn't say that, trust me, if I did that in public and my mother noticed that, or my father, when I got in the car, I was getting one of those backhands.
Yes.
So I understood early how important that was, to always treat your adults with respect, no matter who it is.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm proud of you.
That's right.
I'm glad. Yeah, I'm glad I know him. I'm proud of him.
Any takeaways you want to give out to someone that's watching and aspiring to take your place?
So like, a takeaway is just like, you tell somebody that's looking. You might have a kid that's looking in the camera.
Some advice.
Yeah, some advice. Yeah. So you might want to tell him, this is what what I want to leave you with today.
Always train hard.
Always train hard.
Some adults can use that advice,
yes,
right?
Yes, no matter what it is. I like that. Always train hard. Okay? I'm going to have to tell my son that. He's 14 years old. I'm going to have to tell him that. Always train hard. Okay? Yeah.
What's the hardest thing about balancing your athletic life and like your schoolwork life?
Yeah.
I would say the hardest part is school. You got to keep up with your homework.
Go ahead, finish.
Keep up with your homework, and then you got to go to track practice, and then you got to come home, get in the shower, finish, eat, go to bed, and repeat the thing next day.
Ooh, yeah, that's what you do, huh?
Repeat the thing.
Even as an adult, that's how we feel.
Yes.
That's how we feel.
That's the hardest thing.
That's right.
But you're doing a great job, and you got so much. They have a thing where they say God said your gifts and your talents will make room for you. So your gifts and your talents will make room for you. Yeah. You just keep going, keep at it, because God made you special. You fast. So He made you special. Right?
I heard you say you're doing homework. What's your favorite subject in school?
Math.
Oh. Gotta be able to count them seconds, milliseconds, huh?
Yeah. That was one of my favorite subjects, math, in school.
Awesome.
It wasn't too good. I didn't like reading, but I like math. I didn't like reading too much. So that's good. You got to be real smart to like math. All right then. You got a takeaway?
Oh, it's that time. All right.
Yeah.
So my takeaway for you guys today, I'm going to piggyback on Kyron today. I'm going to say train hard, right? We talk a lot about pursuing your passions, but you have to educate yourself and be knowledgeable of what that area entails. And so that's a part of your training, to be knowledgeable of it is what you're doing. It's not just getting up and do. I don't think any of us know just off the back, like, okay, I want to do this, I'm gonna just start doing this. There are things you have to learn, whether you learn them along the way or whether you take the time to educate yourself prior to that or during, however it goes down for you. But you really do have to train hard for the things that you want in life, and work hard towards those goals. So that's gonna be my takeaway too, Kyron. That's right, train hard.
My takeaway today is to set boundaries in your life. One thing is to never give up. That's one of my takeaways. No matter how life gets, no matter how things get hard, just don't give up. As many times I just be wanting to quit. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be transparent. But I just keep hearing, don't give up. If you keep going and you keep pushing and you keep pressing, you gonna get the victory.
That's right.
So that's what I keep hearing that. And then for some reason, I don't know, set boundaries. I didn't listen to my boy E.T. today, but I did listen to something that was on 107.1, the Praise FM, when I was driving today. And it was saying about setting boundaries in your life and knowing your value. when you know your value, other people will value you accordingly. If you know that you fast and you know you great and you got talents, you know you valuable because you special. That means other people gonna know if I approach him, I know he's special. So it's a certain type of way, and he got value because he value himself first. In order for other people to value you, you gotta value yourself, and that begin with what our boundaries. We always talk about setting boundaries. So that's my takeaway for today. Never give up, never quit. Because if you keep asking God for what you want, it's gonna be manifesting. You got this baby on this couch who's saying, "I'm gonna be in the Olympics." You keep putting that in your head and you envision it, it's gonna happen. You're gonna be in the Olympics. There were things in my life that I keep saying. I keep saying stuff. I'm like, I'm supposed to be a millionaire at 40. Okay, nah, I ain't it. I'm gonna be a millionaire at 50. You know,
That's right. You
look, I
just
got
keep
3 more
pushing.
years. It's not looking like I'm gonna be. My account not adding up, but I'm gonna be a millionaire by 50. So the same dreams, that's why I love young kids, because at that age, like young kids like him, we was tenacious. Anything that we thought of in our minds, we felt we could do it.
And we did. I know I did.
Yeah.
I also had a good parent and community that really pushed me and supported my dreams and supported my parents' dreams. And I heard you say earlier, I know I'm
Go ahead.
I heard you say earlier about the sacrifices. He makes sacrifices, but as parents, because we have kids who are in sports and have academic responsibilities, we make a lot of sacrifices for our kids to achieve those dreams. And the best thing that parents can have, if you have a supportive spouse, is to have a supportive community. Because I know without my church community, without my school community, with
your family too,
the family community, without those people in my life, a lot of those dreams and aspirations that my mother had for me probably would be, I'm not gonna say wouldn't come true, but it would have made it a harder challenge. So I'm thankful for those people who pushed me, who wrote me recommendations, who said, I see something in you and you can do it. Even when we fall, those people that picked me up and said, you can do it. That's important too.
Yeah, like for example, and I'm gonna let Kendall talk, and say what you think about our takeaways, but I want to say this. I know, like, as far as for me, like with my son, I thank God, like, for my mom and stuff, and, my family as well, because getting up 5 is a lot of sacrifices for a parent. I know you understand that. Getting up at 5 a.m. in the morning, I just left the salon at 12, get up at 5. I'm like, son, I love you. I'm in the car, like, so it's a lot of sacrifices we make for our kids that they sometimes don't know, not just with him, with Bree, but I just thank God, like you said, for that support system and that family, and as parents, having somebody to keep pushing us to keep going and not to give up, because our kids, they rely on us, right?
So pat on the back to you.
Yes. Yes. So what you say? I know you gave your takeaway earlier, but would you have anything else to say? About the takeaways.
Yeah. Well, first, I just want to thank you guys for having myself and my son on. It was an honor, and I'm really enjoying myself.
Thank
and I
you.
hope that God bless this show, that it's just blows up, and I know it will. I looked at the way that you guys, the hard work that you're putting in, the message that's out here is very important. So I'm gonna just piggyback a little bit, a couple of things in what both of you said. Number one, I want to talk to the parents out here. Our kids could be anything they want. We got to understand the power of our tongue. We got to make sure we always motivating them, not talking down to them, and understand your environment as well. Not every marriage is perfect, but understand that our kids look up to us. So if they see father yelling at mother, mother yelling at father, that's what they take and think that it's okay, because initially you are their God that they're looking at that time. So be mindful of the words, feed them positive words all the time, put Christ in their heart all the time. Let them know how much you love them, and let them know that they can achieve anything they want. I'm going to tell this little story. Kyron was 8 years old. He finished in the top 3 in the country. Never lost. It was devastating to him to finish number 3 in the country. And I explained to him about continue to work hard, son. Work hard. It's going to get 9-year-old year. He didn't even make the top 8, number 10 in the country. Devastated, still worked hard. And I promised him, work a little harder, push a little bit. And if this is what your dream is, we will get it. Yes. And the prize is here. We didn't back up. We didn't talk negative. We didn't say, when you start to go backwards that you can't go back forward. Sometimes God delays you on purpose. So you got to understand that. You got to understand, just because he said not now don't mean never. So a lot of times we think we have to do it now. No, we don't have to do it now.
The ancient spirit. Ancient.
It's God's time and not yours. And when it's here, it's there for you and you take it. But again, parents, this is our future. And we got to do our best to be there for them and always let them know how much we care and love them. And they can do anything they want to do. So that's just kind of what I want to leave.
Do anything they put their minds to. I love that too. Yes. Yes. So anything. When I was young, I used to have this thing I used to call cloud items. And I used to look up at the sky and be like, literally, I thought I could do anything and grab anything I wanted to grab out the sky. And I used to call them cloud items because I felt like my grandmother gave me everything I wanted. So I was like, I get whatever I want in life. It was about his age. I could pull it from the sky, and it can happen. So that's a beautiful thing.
That sounds like our journaling topic for this week, huh? All right. So guys, we've been on this journey. This is week number 3. Okay. So
number one was what? Go, Sona.
Your gifts. You write down your gifts and talents. Okay. The things that you're going to use to make your future better or achieve your goals in life. Okay. And then the second one
was write down 3 things you want to accomplish.
3 things you want to accomplish in life.
3 times you want to accomplish in life that you feel like I think we said 3 things you want to accomplish before the rest of this year. Right? Is out. Yeah.
Okay. So this week we got our cloud item. So this young man said 60 miles per hour. That's his cloud item.
And I'm not going to discourage you. Go get it.
He's the fastest kid.
That's right.
Do this.
60 miles per hour. Write down your cloud items. It doesn't matter. It says reach for the stars, land on the moon.
Yes.
So pull down those cloud items. If you need to go sit outside today, look at the clouds and think about it. Go ahead and think about it and go ahead and start journaling for us this week. Okay, you guys?
Yeah. So is there anything you want to tell them before we close out? We can do that flyer again so they can know about your event. Please put that event up. Please put the event up.
There we go. The Become a Homeowners event, August 12th. What time?
We're going to start it actually at 5. So if they can be there a little earlier, get in. So a lot of people going to be there. My sister, my spiritual sister, Phyllis Sean Sullivan, she'll be there getting everything together for you. So we're looking for an outstanding event. We're so excited.
Awesome. So that's 5 p.m. on August 12th, you guys. Over 40 vendors going to be ready to help you in your home buying process. Okay. Now, what they tell we could bring the horse water, but we can't make you drink it. I don't know if I said that right, but look,
horse water, but you can't make it drink.
I don't know if I said that right.
You got the water. You got the water. That's the information.
Now you gotta drink it, y'all. You gotta drink it. And then you're gonna tell us how to contact you about the SACS program.
Yes. Actually, we have our own Facebook page, SACS. So just go to SACS. It's open, SACS, Save a Child Through Sports, for kids for next year. If you want to, it's just a summer program.
Okay.
So if you want to join next year and come out and compete, you're more than welcome.
So you do all sports?
Yeah, no, we just do track and field for the summer.
Okay, just track and field for the summer.
But through the playground year, we coach at Kenya Heights for football, basketball, every sport. But summer is just for AAU is SACS.
Okay,
Got you. All righty. And then
it was a good show.
It was a good show. Yeah. We're gonna remind you if you would like to be a special coho guest, like our Constable Kendall Bussey, you guys can visit NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com/RedLip Talk Podcast. Fill out our VIP guest link, and we get your information and send you a shout out to let you know, hey, we're ready for you to come in and be a guest on our couch.
And a sponsor.
We want to also thank our sponsors.
Yes, Miss Mocha Shanae. We thank you for continuously sponsoring. We want to thank Dr. Kendra who's definitely a great sponsor. We thank you for that. We're looking for other sponsors. Of course, people that have came on to the show, gave donations and everything. We want to thank you so much. Thank Ms. Vanessa Garner from last time for sponsoring and giving sponsorship. It takes our great production who does a great job and things, and we want you to definitely be a sponsor, be a guest, tag, share, and invite. I know you love what you're seeing. We always put that out there. Don't wait till we blow up like Mr. Bussey said, okay? Don't wait till we blow up to join on to now because God is doing an amazing thing here. So we want y'all to get on board now. And then you're going to be able to get on.
You're right.
Yeah.
So you can become a sponsor, and also if you are not ready to do that, you can just give a donation.
Yes.
Donation goes a long way.
Yes.
So we want to thank you guys.
And too little is not be $10, be $5. They say what Mocha said, plant little seeds.
Plant little seeds.
Yeah.
There you go.
Cast a good form of cast out little seeds and let it grow. So we thank y'all for tuning in to this episode of RedLip Talk Podcast, episode 25.
Want to thank our guests for coming on today.
Thank you guys.
That's right.
Yes, thank you.
And make sure you stay tuned for episode 26 next week.
Now we do our thing now. Okay, so we do RedLip Talk Podcast, right? And we do, but y'all not gonna do it.
We do this.
There you go.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So 1, 2, ready.
RedLip Talk Podcast.
Mwah.
Spice Diva. Sona's Charm. RedLip Talk. RedLip Talk.
Girl, come sit with us and sip some tea.
RedLip Talk.
Girl, come sit with us.
It's your girl, Sona's Charm.
And it's your girl, Spice Divas, the marketing diva.
We want y'all to tune into the premiere of the RedLip Talk podcast.
Every Monday at 1 p.m. Central Time, we're going to have new topics, new guests, new businesses.
Tune in to NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. RedLip Talk Podcast. Mwah.